If you're joining here and you've not watched the first video, please do well to go back and watch it. Otherwise, you may not be able to understand where we are currently. So for today, what we're going to be focusing on is how to now break down to see if you can apply to this university and if you stand a chance. And also what we can actually do is to see if you actually did not study economics, but you're planning to apply to a course in economics. We can also break down how you can make this possible so that you can also stand a chance. What does that have to do is the motivation letter. But first thing, we're going to look through the requirements the university expect me to have. And then when I meet some of these requirements, then I can use my motivational letter to then convince them on how I'm able to do this or why I'm able to do this. And mind you, a lot of people try to make use of they make use of random things they get on AI or on social media. Look, it is a lot of work you have to put into it. But stay here while we work on it together. So get your laptops ready, and of course if you're using your phone, get your phone ready too, you're not left out. And we're going to walk through this DAAD website again, and we're going to pick a particular course. So last week we mentioned that if you wanted us to work on your own course, that you should make a post or drop in the comment section. Unfortunately, no one dropped any course of study, so I'm just going to be picking one course of study, and I'm going to pick something in agricultural science. So let's get to it. Get to the DAAD website, and we're going to pick a course, a university taking a course in agricultural science, and I'm going to break it down. Let's go. Here now, when you want to start from where we started the last week, we started from the DAAD platform, and I mentioned that this week what we will be doing would be to go more into. I mentioned that we will start with one of the universities, and we will be doing a course in agriculture. So if you are doing a course in agriculture, then good for you. Or if you plan to apply for a course in agriculture, then it's good for you. So basically here, this is what we already did in the first video. So we're just going to come directly and look for a master's degree, and then I mentioned that we'll go for English only and then agriculture. So we search. Now we are here. What I'm going to do is I'll try to see that we make use of this first university here. So let's make use of this in Word. The first thing we're going to be looking at is this master's degree in agricultural and food economics, the University of Bonn. We see that the language is in English, beginning in winter semester and also summer semester. We know that summer semester usually would start sometime for some universities towards April, May, June, and then winter semester starts in October. So, and the tuition fee is none. So this is the one we want to focus on. So I'm just going to click inside. Why this is good is because you can see the overview of the course details, the funding, requirements, services. So we're just going to scroll through, and you can see it's in English. German is recommended, but it is not required. This is what I like for those who keep asking, oh, is it required? Is it not required? You see that it is not required, but it is recommended. Now, it needs you to be in person in Germany, so you cannot do an online course where you have to learn from your home country. And the next thing we're going to look at is application deadline. Look at the period when you have to submit your application. Like I mentioned, the tuition fee is none, and we just keep scrolling and scrolling. This is all about the course. So if you want to know more about the details of the course, you go here. It's a 2-year course for students, organized for students with BSc in agriculture, agricultural economics, food or home economics, this. And this study program is instructed in English. So now, if you already have a bachelor degree in agriculture, economics, and all this is a course you can be looking towards doing for a master's degree if that's the line you want to continue in. So this is it. You keep going, and once you scroll, these are, they have partners and all this integrated internships, and you can see there's no required specific course where you would have to make use of German. So this is good. What is the next in funding? We already saw that there is no tuition. We already saw that there is no tuition fee for this university. Now, this is the major thing that we are here to see today: the requirements and the registration process. Good. Please note that all of the requirements must be fulfilled and are strictly enforced when reviewing the application. Please let us look at this. Why I say let us look at this is because if you don't have this, then you should not be complaining when you don't get an admission. These are the first few things you can be looking at: a BSc or equivalent in study programs linked to agricultural science, this, a GPA of good second class upper division, 2.5 in the German system. So if you don't know if your of course your degree, if you had a 2.5 and you have to make it an equivalent to the German system, just make use of your, or if you had the first class, yes, if you had a second class upper, I think you should qualify, because the second class upper with a 3.5 over 5 is a 2.0. Okay. Now see, English language test. This, or this. German not a prerequisite, but recommended. Now for the English language test, you can reach out to the school. If you're from a country, for instance, those in Nigeria or Ghana, where English language is the language, of course, in the home country, then there are other ways you can go about this, that you can also reach out to the university and inform them, hey, I did English language in the university for over 4 years and blah, blah, blah. You can try to also get a confirmation from your university, and that should be able to replace it. However, this is at the discretion of the university, but most of the times, 100%, it usually would pass. Now, looking at this, when is this strongly required to apply? So this is when you're strongly advised to apply. And guess what? Application is done online. This is so great. You know why? Because there are some universities where you have to make use of Uni-Assist to actually make an application. And for you to make use of the Uni-Assist, you have to pay. And payment is 70 euros for the first university. So for universities like this, I pray you make good use of it. So we can just click here to see it, and this is the page. It brings us to the page, University of Bonn, and this is that master's degree that we just reviewed, how to make your application. So you can see here it's recommended when to start. If you want to start in the winter semester, this is the process you can go through. If you want to start in the summer semester, and for those who are reapplying. So here again, they still mention this is the application platform. Number 1, you have to fill this up. Number 2, have this. Number 3, have this. Number 4, have this. They made this as simple as possible for you to do. And guess what? You can reach out to them to ask any of your questions. See below here, you can reach out, call this number. I don't know if you can speak German, but then here they have just told you, if you do not fulfill all the requirements below, you are not eligible to apply. So this is basically what you should look out when making your application. And like I mentioned, I wish you all the best. And yes, in our next video, we will just proceed with the next step. If you have any questions, please do well to drop it here. Don't miss out, okay? I'll see you in the next video.